Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome to the shadows that run alongside our car. It's an interesting title for a game. This is a visual novel that I found on itch.io. It looks like a neat little idea. I think it's a little like concept piece. This was made over the course of 4 days apparently, according to the itch.io page, and it was made way back in 2016. But yeah, I just stumbled upon it on itch.io, so I thought I'd give it a try. It looked fascinating. It's a little more chill, and it's a little more something I wanted to do. Hopefully a little bit shorter than your average episode. Just to highlight some cool indie stuff that I've been seeing. So let's begin. Whose eyes will you see through the road? See the road through. Alright, Do we go through her eyes or his eyes? We'll go through his eyes. Gun it! Alright, I should probably figure out what voice I want to give these characters. Gun it! I put the pedal to the floor. The wheels screech as we pull out into the lane. The car swerves, but it doesn't really matter. There's no one else out here as far as the eye can see. The abandoned station shrinks behind us until it's gone. And then it's just us, and the long road. The world outside the windows passes by us in abstract, like the whole world's given up on having any meaning. We drive in silence. After a while, I hear the faint buzzing of the power window being rolled down. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just going to hurl themselves at the moving car. Fair enough. Well, that was a thrilling conversation. So, I guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... What's her name? Oh, we can choose a name. Shelby. I should have just used Shelby. Now I have to think of a name. Shit. It just popped into my head. Why not? Luna. Enter to submit. Luna. Well, nice to officially meet you then, Luna. Name's... Dustin. Dustin's a good name. I like Dustin. But now, because I changed her name, I have to change his as well. Screw it, I liked Dustin. I couldn't think of any other name. I'm terrible with names. Dustin. Was that how it's spelled? Okay. He had a big smile on his face for a second there. The car shudders briefly as we rumble over the streets of the series of potholes, but then the road smooths out again. The humming of the engine reminds me of a storm brewing far off on the horizon. Beyond these occasional noises, we sit in silence. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh? Wow, that's the first time she's actually started a conversation. Guess I'm not so intimidating after all. What was I doing? God, what was I? A whole lot of nothing. I bet that sounds super impressive, huh? Just a scruffy drifter. Not so sure she wants to hear that. I... Dodge the question or bend the truth? As terrible as it is, this is what I would do. Bend the truth. I was moving cross-country. Then everything went south. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah. Well, it's really my dad's car, or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. Ah, guess he didn't... Sorry, never mind. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Do you think there's any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. She's fiddling with the dial. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna find anything. Static comes in and out in waves. Every so often, the distortion gives the illusion of an actual sound, but then it goes right back to nothingness. Just then, though. Hang on a second, go back. I think I actually heard something. The noise phases in and out. Then something comes into auditory focus. Eh? Is that mariachi? Their faces don't look particularly... Oh, she's happy now. Nice. I can't contain myself. The sound is unmistakable. Horns blare joyously over the static in a sick fanfare, while a man's voice wails soulfully over it. I'm laughing so hard I nearly piss myself. Oh my god. Luna's nearly there too. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this? Of all the music that would be left. Man. That is a funny prospect. A zombie apocalypse, and this is the music that somehow holds on. I sink back into the driver's seat, letting my mind drift to the music. The dissonance is almost comforting. As the fractured chords wash over me, I try to pretend that I'm lounging in a truck bed somewhere. Out in the sun, mid-afternoon, shirt damp and dirty from a hard day's work. For a moment, I almost believe it. The music falls short for a few seconds before starting up again. Wait, isn't this the same song again? Ugh, it's probably on an endless loop, because why wouldn't it be? Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. And the undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie would even listen to? Is death metal too obvious an answer? Rob Zombie? Or maybe they're all into baby metal these days. I don't know, I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. You know, I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? I wish they'd let the rest of us have some. Ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. I shake my hand at the radio controls. So, what are you into anyway? Music-wise, I really like Alanis Morissette. Top 40 hits, that sort of thing. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of them? No, that might be for the best. I actually haven't heard of that. It's a new term that I'd not heard of before. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but... Well, you'll probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA? Aw. Just as I thought, she starts laughing at my expense. It's a nice sound, though. I'm not going to be poetic and say that it sounds like music or anything like that. Still, it's good to hear. Told you. No, it's fine. Their music's catchy. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Sheesh. How old are you, anyway? You seem a bit young for Alanis. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there's no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. Oh, except for that one, sorry. I'm 22. Shit. God, that's so young. She's practically a kid. What was I doing when I was 22? Still wasting my life, I reckon. Wonder if she's even been to school. That young and the whole damn world's crashing down around her. I try not to make a face, but I can see my knuckles going white as my fingers grip harder to the wheel. This music's kinda similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. You should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. I reach down and turn the volume knob to a sharp left, and the radio blissfully goes silent. Farewell, wailing man. Now it's just us again. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? It's getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in the summer. Ignoring me, huh? Sore topic? Sore topic, huh? I guess if she doesn't want to think about it, I can't say I blame her. I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour, especially without the streetlights and all. It's like the sky's been saving it up. Looks a bit like a dying fire. Kind of fitting for the end of the world. So somber and... So, you never really told me what it is that you do. I mean, doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well, What do you like to do? Or what did you before everything? Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. I would wake up, shower, go to work, have a lunch break, back to work, get off work, I gotta try and make it... I keep going too British, and I should try and bring it back to American. Get off work, eat dinner, watch TV for a few minutes before passing out, and then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. Was tough. Probably tougher now. All kind of pointlessness in the end, isn't it? You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. And you just wonder, why didn't you spend your time better? You know? Yeah, but I guess that doesn't matter either way. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Well, that sure is lofty. That sounds really cliché. Not really, it sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. It gets to a pretty dark place. Got to the point, I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. I don't think she knows I've noticed, but she's been pressing at her gut a lot. Wonder if she's still alright. Since I first ran into her, she's been in a rough way, and I'm not sure it's gotten much better. We probably should have looked for some more bags of that ginger stuff. Ask if she's nauseous, comment on her hand. Ask if she's nauseous. Still feeling nauseous? Hmm? Oh, yeah. It's gotten a little better, but I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. I do, but... Christ, I'm really not equipped for this. I know first aid, I can stitch up a cut, but gastric distress is a bit beyond me. You think we should stop and rest? Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Right, the fuel. If everything wasn't so weird these days, anyway, I'd call it suspicious that there was only a single tank's worth left. Not much we can do about that, though. Onwards it is, then. Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? Didn't I used to? Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, It's a dangerous train of thought. I'll tell you that. We're here. That's all that matters. Despite it all, we're here and we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple of months, I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. And then... Listen, you don't gotta answer me if you don't want to, but... Your old man, what happened? My dad? So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so was my dad. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. Great, now I feel like I want to puke. Hey. Please don't say things like that, Luna. One of us has to keep this up. Wrist hand on hers. I slide my right hand off the wheel. Hand is resting by her leg, near the center console, so I reach over. I thought she might pull away, but she doesn't. Her shoulders fall, and I think I hear her sigh. Wow. Her skin feels really cold. Is that normal? Maybe because the window's open? Maybe it's because she's sick. Really wish I knew a bit more medical shit right about now. Actually, if she had a fever, shouldn't she be hotter? A chill like that can be normal if it's not even that cold in here. Or can't be normal, sorry. But we're still here. Just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. But while we're still breathing, here's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, I bet it must be hard, losing someone that close to you. Yeah, I guess. It all happened so fast. I'm still trying to come to terms with it. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out here like us. Or like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. If the car's clock is set right, it's nearing 1 in the morning now. The road is as dead as it ever was, but it somehow feels even emptier, more sinister. Like all the shadows behind us are teaming up into a hungering mass, just waiting to swallow us whole. My eyes are getting heavier. We can't stop now, though. We've still got so much further to go. Even if we... Hey, Dustin? There's something I need to tell you. She puts her hand on her stomach again. Latent instinct tells me not to take my eyes off the road, but I do anyway, to look at her. She looks real bad. Worse than I've seen yet. A couple times she opens and shuts her mouth. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? I should have said something before. I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared. Damn it. God damn it, I should have known it. I've heard so much unreliable crap about the symptoms, but I guess they weren't so full of shit after all. Hey, stop. It's okay. But just keep calm, alright? We don't even really know how this all works, so maybe there's a way. Does it hurt? Not as much as I expected it to. I mostly just feel cold and hungry. I'm not even sure that if it has anything to do with being bitten. If it wasn't for this, I might think I just imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish this wasn't a reality. Fuck it all. I thought I was keeping it together. Don't do this to me, kid. I swallow, but it doesn't take my throat... It doesn't make my throat any less dry. The corners of my eyes are burning. Careful there. Remember that thing about wishes. Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in the car beats having customers or my manager yell at me. Silver lining. Retail? Almost as bad as zombies. Worse, probably. I try, but I can't muster up the will to laugh. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. We'll probably be on this road for a while. Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? Of course. And hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back here, at any rate. Yeah, maybe there'll even be a station that plays both Alanis and ABBA. If there is, or ever was, a station like that out there, I'd love to hear it. Hell, I'd love to shake the hand of whoever was running it. This life's too short to not just do whatever the hell you want. But I guess it ain't the time to be waxing on that. I don't know how much longer this tank's gonna get us. Well, ain't much else to do now but go until we can't anymore. The road is long, and our course is true. Nowhere to run but forward. It actually made me... actually making me tear up. What's crazy is that it's just dialogue between two characters, but it shows you how much you can do with not very much. Man, that was good. That was really good. I swear that it said something about there was like some dark... There was some warnings on the itch.io page, but I don't see why this would need any warnings. That was just... Oh, what the... I swear my mouse is differently. Oh, my mouse does not line up with where the screen actually is. So my mouse going back and forth like this isn't going to make any sense. Shit. Hopefully it's alright though. No, it also said on the page that there's 6 different endings to this. So, I don't know what ending I got. But that was beautiful. That was kind of beautiful. Man, I really enjoyed that. That was a really cool game. I mean, it's almost not even a game, but I like to refer to these kind of things as cinematic, interactive cinema. They're interactive cinema. And I'm glad that I played it. It was really cool. If the developers of this ever make something... I'm going to look at what the developers have made, if they've made anything else. But yeah, if they make anything else in the future, I look forward to playing it, because this was beautiful. This is really beautiful. I actually, like, teared up towards the end there. Oh dear. But whatever the case. No more being sad about these things. If you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Ah, shit. That was good. That was a good end of the day. It's been a long day recording, but that was such a beautiful way to end it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always,